Oh boy. Okay. Hey people, doing another drive. It's a really bad day for me, so I'm gonna be on the drive live stream, trying to deal with everything that I'm going through, and no viewers, so that's good. I'm waiting for the traffic to clear so I can merge. Why didn't it go beep beep beep? Oh, maybe because I'm not in reverse. I'm having a really hard time. All right, let's try this again. We're doing a live stream. No viewers. Um, okay, so I'm heading over. I don't know why. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to Clutter Park. I don't know why I'm doing this. I didn't sleep good last night. My mom woke me up again at 2:30 in the morning, and I put the dog down on Monday. I haven't had a decent amount of sleep since. I haven't really eaten now. I don't know if I got a brain tumor or if my neck muscles are just so tight that I'm all screwed up. I'm definitely not doing good today. Not doing good at all. The jaw, the neck, the head, everything's really tight. The vision. And I probably should just be at home sleeping. So, but I'm having a really hard time. I went back to the place where I rescued my dog. I went there yesterday. They were closed, but they were kind enough to let me in because I said I needed to be here because that's where I got the dog from. And they let me in, and then they said, you can't stay, and then they let me go and stay. So, and I just went up there and looked at the dogs, totally lost, just cried and cried. So I went there today. Yeah, I'm definitely, my vision's kind of messed up right now. So I went there today and I walked in. I walked up and looked at the dogs, and one of the employees came over and said, I heard about her and I am so sorry. And I just snapped. I just broke down, full tears. And I walked away. I thanked him and I walked away, and he followed me. He left the, oh, I'm live. He left the people that were looking at dogs, and he followed me and he said, I'm here if you need to talk. You just come over and find me. And I stayed a few minutes and left. So I did okay this morning. I did okay till I went to the rescue place, and he asked how, and he said, I'm sorry. That's when I lost it. If you're watching my videos or my posts, you know that life with my mother is extremely tough right now. It's always tough, but it's really bad. In fact, I went back to the house a few minutes ago, and it's 11:45 or so, 49. She wasn't even out of bed. She's supposed to have a Zoom meeting with her friends today. I didn't tell her because I don't know if she's going to even attend it, but she wasn't even awake. Or she's hiding in her bedroom. She's hiding in the bedroom waiting to die. She is at that point in her life where she's just given up and she's miserable with everybody. But she's not sick. She's just losing it. Okay, so I had 2 viewers. I've got 1 right now. I'm going to go pop this thing on the... I still haven't bought a bracket for the camera, so it's totally out of focus because the windshield is so close. But I got to keep grabbing the camera so it doesn't go flying off the dash and get ruined. Like the old one. So, what am I going to say? Let me get on the street here. I'm starving. I didn't really... What did I eat? I had a banana. So, that's probably a big part of this. I'm guessing it's the blood sugar. I had 1 banana. I don't even know what I had for dinner last night. I had 2 chicken patties. I'm so upset that I'm just not eating. I'm not aware. All right. I'm not aware that I'm not eating because my stomach hurts, and I think, I have stomach pains. I'm stressed out. No, it's probably hunger pains. So I'm falling apart with losing the dog. I can't lie about that. Everybody who has seen me knows, and they all know what I'm going through because they've all had dogs and they've gone through Um, so I went in the house. Mom was sleeping or not. She probably took her pills and then went back to bed. Or was going to stay in her bedroom, which is ridiculous because when I'm not home, that's when she stays in her bedroom. And then when I show up, she comes out and I just say, get out of here already. Give me some space. Enough already. So, I was trying to think of what I wanted to say. What is that text message for? Oh, probably that I ordered medication for my mom. What did I want to say? I can't even think. I'm just gone. I'm gone. So I went back to the house. Mom wasn't in there. And I put a couple of photos online of my dog. And so every day when I log on, I see a photo. I almost always see a photo of her. And I miss her. I put her down Monday. I love her. I'm driving down the street trying to think, how do I describe her? She was a lady. She was just, everybody has a dog. It's a male or a female. This wasn't just a dog. She was a lady. She was classy. She wasn't like a Beverly Hills snooty dog. She was classy. She didn't stink. She didn't need a bath. She didn't chew her paw. Well, she rarely chewed her paw. She didn't chew herself. She wasn't licking herself all the time. She was just a lady. She followed me everywhere. If I got up off the sofa and went in the kitchen, she walked in the kitchen. Unless she knew I was making something and she'd wait. If I would go to bed, I'd say, I'm on the sofa. Even when she went blind, I'd say, I'm going to bed. She'd walk in the room, maneuver her way, and go behind the sofa. Or she'd come right over, sit down next to me. I'd pet her, I'd rub her head, I'd kiss her, and she'd get up and go behind the sofa and sleep. So she was just everyone loves their dog. This dog was very special. Very special. I don't know if you saw the video where I said I put her down Monday and I went to her other vet right after I did that, and I walked in and they were behind the counter and I lost crying hysterically. And they went, no. I just had to let them know right away. And they knew because she was there every day. They were pilling her for me because I couldn't pill her. We were trying to save her life. And they were trying to save her, and they were doing it for her and for me. They loved her. She was just a silly, happy, beautiful. You looked at her and you loved her. And then every morning I'd go there and I'd get her pill. Today's Thursday, I don't even know. The day after, Tuesday, I showed up in the morning with muffins. And I walked in and I said, she would want me to do this. She would want this. And she would because they took care of her. And I had to be there the day after I put her down because that's where we were every morning. And I walked in the parking lot where I walked her, and she struggled to get to the car as she was getting worse. I went to the area where she pooped and peed. I just stood there for a while because that was her place. That was my dog's place. That's my dog. I needed to be there. Whew. It's going to take a while for me to deal with all of this. She was literally my whole life. She was my life for 6.5 years. She was in the house with me every day, except for about 5 or 6 when she was in the hospital. Every day for 6.5 years, we were next to each other. And this came from out of nowhere. This just walking her a few months ago, and I thought she was having problems with her leg or her letting out a sound, and something didn't seem right, and I didn't know. So I went over to the vet, and they looked at her, and they said, "How's she doing?" And I said, "Oh, she's not walking right." He gave me some pills, and I took her off the pills because I didn't like how she was reacting. And And then I went back in there and I said, I don't think this is it. I think my dog is blind. They did a few things and they said she's blind. I walked her. We went to the corner. We had a great walk. We just walked into the corner. Everything's fine. Walking down the block like we always did. And she turned around. I said, let's go home. And she dug her paws in and refused to move. She went blind that moment. She lost her vision that moment and was petrified. And I didn't know at the time. I'm tugging her. Let's go home. Stop being difficult. I'm pulling her. And I had to pick her up and carry her home. And then I took her out in the backyard and walked down the porch, and she dropped. And then I went, this dog can't see. This dog cannot see. Oh. And it's been a nightmare. December, January, February, part of March. She couldn't see. I panicked. I had an ophthalmologist look at her. I panicked. She had an MRI the next day. They said she had, well, I've already gone over this. And I asked the ophthalmologist, and he said, I've talked to the neurologist. We put her on prednisone. I didn't know what prednisone was. I didn't know that it's an immune. I didn't understand. I hadn't been through this. It's an immunosuppressant. It stops your immune system from working. And she got her vision back, and I was as happy as could be. I was a happy guy, happy she can see. Her life is good again. She can't see well, but she can see. She's got shadow vision or partial vision. She did incredible. The vision came back in the other eye. She wasn't acting right. She had the runs every day. There was blood in the runs. When there's blood, that's usually because their thing is irritated. And I took her, I said, give me a full blood panel. And they said, you take her to the ER right now. They're waiting for her. They did. We kept her in there 2 or 3 days. Her immune system was shot. She got a bile duct infection. Her liver numbers were skyrocketing, and she should have been dead. She should have been, if had I not asked for the blood test, she probably would have been dead before all this started. And the whole goal was she was on antibiotics to kill the bile duct infection and other antibiotics. What's this person running in the street for? Yikes. And then the numbers went down, and then the numbers went down, and I kept on bringing her in for emergency because I knew something was wrong, and I brought her in Monday. I brought her in, I said, something's wrong. Stop playing games with me. Do a blood test. Tell me if she's going to make it or not. She's not eating well. I can't med her. I can't walk her to the sidewalk. She bumped into the porch. Hit her snout on the porch. I think that's because she couldn't see, and one time she would jump up both steps, the other time she couldn't. And I told you the story of what happened. I came home. I called her. She had no idea where I was. I thought she was deaf. She finally walked over towards me. I said, sit. She sat, and I said, okay, she's got hearing. And then I went and made her lunch. And I said, here. And she had no idea where I was. She walked in a circle. When an animal walks in a circle, that means there's brain damage usually. And I told them I'm bringing her in now, and they said, wait till tomorrow. And I said, I'm bringing her in. And I said, if this dog's not going to make it, tell me now and stop playing games. And I said, well, I can't put her through this. I can't deal with this. My mom has dementia. I'm falling apart from the dog and my mom. I cannot do this anymore. And they came back and they said the dog she was walking into things when they took her up to internal medicine. They said, you're doing the right thing. And I put her down. I wasn't expecting it. I thought I'd have this dog another 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Who expects a dog to die at 9 years old? A dog that's healthy and doing good, and then you take her for a walk and she's blind. Did I make a mistake to put her on prednisone? I can't say I did, because I'm thinking the prednisone gave her vision, but it wiped out her immune system, and I have a feeling that if she was on prednisone, if I had kept her on prednisone, it would have killed her. But her body could not fight the infection and she would have died. I took her off prednisone, her body couldn't fight the infection, and I had to put her down. So it was just, there was no way to save her. There was nothing I could do. The vet said you're doing the right thing, and I'm just losing it. My mom has not cried once. She looks at me when I'm crying, and there's no emotion. She wakes me up every night in the middle of the night, and I flip out and say, "What are you doing to me?" And she walks away like she's lost. Yeah, I'm going to have to go home and sleep soon. It's like things are popping up in front of my eyes, and I'm seeing stuff, and I'm in pretty bad shape. I need sleep. So, there's a good parking spot, and there's a trash can there. All right, what's today? Is today Tuesday, Wednesday? So that's what's going on, people. I'm over here now at Clutter Park. Probably do a live stream or do some shorts, or I might just sit here and do absolutely nothing. Oh, babe. I might do absolutely nothing. I want to make a U-turn, but I can't. So I got a car behind me, and there's all these cars I can't maneuver around. All right. Let's grab the phone. I don't want it to go flying. So I'm having... It's bad enough when you lose a dog. Everybody that sees me, everywhere I go in public, I lose it. I have my sunglasses on and I break down. And it's tough, and it takes a long time. With my first dog when I was a kid, it took over a month. When my dad died, I cried every night almost for a whole year, because I was dealing with the bills and the hospital bills, and doing the taxes, and looking at the mail, and trying to figure out the trust and the will, and help my mom, and I couldn't get away from it. Now, with the dog, I went in the house, I looked at a video. What are they walking in the street for? Look at this. Thankfully, we have video nowadays instead of just cameras. I took a video of the dog probably 2 weeks ago that I put online. Where I said, look at her, she's not eating, and there's a plate of like 12 plates, 13 plates of food, 10 plates, all this different kibble, all these different foods. And I said, look at her, and she drank some water, and the water's dripping off her face. And I looked at that before I got in the car. And I should have broken down and lost it. But I was so happy to see my dog alive and living on the video. So I'm going to be snapping for a long time, just losing it until I can deal with this. I just looked at a dog this morning at the rescue place, and I would be thrilled to take her home. But I can't, because I would feel guilty replacing my dog days later. I'd feel guilty having another dog in there. I'd feel guilty that it was based on emotion and not being ready to get a dog. And yeah. Okay, so I came down here to shoot video. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to shut this off and go home, because I don't know if I'm going to survive this drive. I am seeing stuff. My brain is not good. I don't know if I'm just too tired or if I'm right on the edge of having a heart attack or a stroke. But I know I am not doing good right now. I'm definitely not doing good. So I'm out of here.